Hello everyone, Bonnie here with the Mat Pilates class for you today using just a hand weight. I have a 4-pound weight. You could use a 5-pound weight or lighter. I really wouldn't go any heavier than that as we're going to be doing quite a bit of work with the shoulders. If you don't have a weight at home, really just anything that has some substance to it that you can hang on to give you a little extra work through our upper body. And also just some variations on the core. So we are going to go ahead and take a seat to begin. So we're going to sit down into our roll-up position. So you can have the knees bent or extended or change it up as we go. And we'll take the weight out in front of us. So it's just this effort of holding here is why you'll probably find pretty soon why you don't want to go too heavy. We're going to sit tall. Tuck the pelvis, keep the eyes on the weight, throwing forward, and even having not too heavy will actually help slow you down. Get a little stretch at the bottom so weight goes slightly overhead, not too much, keeping the ribs down. And then same thing on the up, let the arms lead, the head follows, look toward the weight, and rise to the top. So we'll go with a little more flow, rolling down. Breathing out, inhale, stretch, and go up, up, lengthen. So just moving, allow the weight to help you kind of put the brakes on. That roll back, nice and slow, inhale, and exhaling up. To lift and do this again, tuck to roll back, down, inhale, and up. So adding a little bit of rotation, take the body to the right, turning the shoulders, roll down on the right side of the spine, and scoop to come up, and twist left, roll it back, scoop to rise, and switch. Inhale, exhale back, think shoulders turn, and other side. Go down, scoop to lift. Now big circle, we go down on one side, change it over and come up. Other way, turn to the left, go down, take it over, and rise. Back and forth again, down, and over, and up. Once more, take it back, and over, and up. All the way down to the floor for just a little stretch here. Moment of pause, bend the knees into an ab curl. So one thing to remember when we're holding the weight here, you're not able to support the head. So if that is kind of a deal breaker for you, just set the weight down and go hands behind the head here. So looking at the weight is going to help us keep our focus. We're going to curl up, reach it right toward the knees and down here. So just holding the ends of it. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lengthen. Warming up those upper abdominals. And notice we're not just leading with the arms, right? You want the whole shape to lift together and the whole shape to lower. So the relationship of my hands and the weight to my chest stays the same, right in front of that breastbone, up and down and up and hold. Pulses here from the upper abdominals. Lift the shoulder blades, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and lay it down. Next, we're going to rotate to our right. Same thing, weight in 2 hands. Pick the left shoulder blade off and place it down. Up and turn. Both feet press into the mat. Twist. So even having that little bit of weight can help you deepen that rotation. Lower. Let's go for 3. And down. And exhale, 2. And down. And up and hold. and reach, and reach, and reach, and go for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring it down, reset, other side, plant the feet, up and twist, and back. Breathe out, look right at where the weight is, right at your hands. Peel the shoulder blade off, set it down, and exhale to lower. Let's go 3. So we always want to think about what's moving and what's not. 2, and up and reach to the outside of the knee. Turn it up and twist and go for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and center, come down. Alrighty, from here, diamond the legs so that the heels are together, knees are open, and let's take our roll up, go slightly back, and roll to reach on up to the very top. All right, just let the arms have a little break here. We're just gonna take a twist to one side. That weight can start to get heavy. So you can always opt, if you have options at home, go to a lighter weight, or anytime just use your arms and go from there. Okay, we're gonna come on to all 4s. From here, I'm gonna start with the weight in my right hand and just think, so everything we know about all 4s, right shoulders over those wrists, belly muscles pulled up nice and strong, and the neck is lengthened. We are going to bend that right elbow and we're going to pull it up and tap the weight down. So my arm will not go fully straight, just finding the ground here. Left arm's actually working quite a bit to stabilize. Lift and lower, doing a little row. Elbow hugs into the body for 3, and down, and 2. Now pick it up, hold it up, little tricep kick back here, squeeze, and in. Meanwhile, that we're working our, Pilates principles here, holding a strong all 4s position, navel pulled up into the spine as we squeeze the back of that arm. And 1, bring it in. Place it down to bring the right knee a little more center and the left toes on the mat behind us. Take the weight and you're gonna raise the arm and the leg together and lower, both going behind. So we have to work on our balance here. Squeeze and down, lift up and lower. Keep going. So working on those stabilizers a lot on that left side too. Can we take it up and hold and pulse arm and leg together? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Great. Other side. Change. So you're supported on that right arm, knees about hip width apart for the first set, and row, lift and lower. All right, so that elbow comes up next to our side, and on this side you can see my stabilizing arm really not moving, staying nice and still, abs lifted, pull up 4. 2 more, lift and lift, extend the arm back, elbow stays lifted and in the same spot. Bring it in, go for 4, and in, squeeze it 3, twice more, reach, and 1 more, and rest it down. For the opposite leg, so we take the right leg back, hips stay level, and bring the arm straight, toes down. Everything lifts together, everything lowers. The arm that I'm on has a slight bend in the elbow, fingers spread wide to support the plank, trying to stay level and still through the pelvis, long through the spine. 2, can we take it up and hold it, pulse arm and leg. For 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Great work. Next, we're going to get into some shoulder stability so we work our legs. So I'm going to come down to my forearm kind of plank position and hold the weight in the front arm, kind of wrapped around the waist here. I'm going to start with an external shoulder rotation. Many of you have seen this before, typically done with a band. So we open up and then we come down, elbow right in next to the side. So this is the move. We want to make sure that you are lifted through the side. I know it's kind of hard to see with my shirt. Looks like I'm falling down, but you're pulled up, holding that side plank. So we rotate open and resist. Careful not to let the weight just drop down. Right? Open and lower. You're squeezing through the arm. Go for 3 and lower. Reach it 2 and down. One more time here and down. Now we're going to bring that arm straight up, and I'm going to stay on my hip, but I'm going to take that side leg and reach it out long. Still lifting up through the side body here. Arm is staying strong. Raise that leg, lower it down. So something as simple as just adding another component can really get that whole body working, right? Because you have both arms, bottom elbow, top hand, strong fist, and then we add our side leg raise, 4, and raise it up for 3. Give me 2 more here, and 1 more here. Great job. Now we're going to take a little rotation. Take the arm in and turn, bring it right underneath. Try to face your shoulders to the floor. And then unfold. So even down on the hip, really try to work this twist and then open it up. And again, reach it underneath, twist. And if you've taken classes with me at all, you know that we're going into something a little more than this. But I want you to know that there's always, you got to start somewhere, right? And that is where you would start from. Okay, we are going to work from here. And if you choose, you're going to take that bottom foot and step it up. And we're going to take our thread the needle from here. You pivot, the legs squeeze together. Reach the weight and open up 1. Strong and controlled. And open 2. Inner thighs squeeze together. Use that exhale, use that inhale. That right arm's been supporting us for a long time. You're going to feel that shoulder stretch and hold. Squeeze the inner thighs, keep both arms working, and come on down. And, of course, we get to do it all again, right? So here we are. Down, stack the hips. Solid arm. Now that you've been through this once, it's so important to watch any collapsing, right? We got to keep that nice and strong, working on that endurance. And wrap around the waist, open it up. And then what you might notice, because I am already, is we just held ourselves up on this right arm, for like the past 3 minutes. So even a move like this might feel challenging, right? So we want to keep our form, keep our control, especially on the way down, not letting it drop. And we go 3, resist, and open 2, resist, 1 more time. And those were getting tough. Take that arm, reach it up, press into your bottom elbow, float the leg, and stretch it. So there's not a collapse in the torso. Torso actually stays still as that leg floats up, right? So we reach through the leg and press and reach. Twice more. Take it up and take it up. And then we have our thread the needle on the hip. But what I'm working on here is really kind of bringing out the torso, kind of squeezing into that twist And then opening up with a strong left shoulder. So you square the shoulders off to the floor and open. And my hand with the weight does not touch the ground, so I have to keep that arm active at all times. In and up. And once more here. And in and up. If those are working wonderful for you, stay there. Otherwise, bottom leg steps under, inner thighs squeeze together. As you rotate, create a little more lift, more room for the arm, and then open up the shape. 1. And breathe it out. Reach and open for 2. Take this again. Reach it around and open and lift. You got it. One more time. Reach, open, and hold. Strong through the bottom elbow and the top hand. Bend that bottom leg. Lower and come on up. Great work. Let's face the side again and find our rollbacks. Couple times to release. So reach forward, tuck in, roll back. This nice little stretch. You can go further back this time if you'd like, and watch the rib cage though. Up to the top. Down again. Anchor the heels. And you can just take a couple more of these. And this time we're going to come all the way down to our backs to get into some bridge work. So bend the knees, feet flat. And right now we want to keep the weight right above our chest. Plug the shoulder blades into the mat. So once again, the weight is a great place to look to keep that head and neck in a good position. Press into the feet, tuck the pelvis, and bridge up. So I'm trying to widen my collarbones and pull down into my shoulder blades here, and then lower down vertebra by vertebra. Weight stays exactly where it is. So those shoulders haven't moved. That's what it's letting you know, where the shoulders are. So lift and lower here a few times. Stay long through the neck. Reach out through the crown of the head. And again, tuck to roll. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to do one more. All right, so we're going to be getting into some arm work. Now, traditionally, you think weights, you would be doing both arms weighted at the same time. We're only going to use one so that we really work on stability and get some deeper work into our obliques. I'm going to still pretend I have weights in both hands for movement, but I'm only going to weight the one arm. So place your weight in one hand and you'll right away feel kind of how you're shifted. So anchor the shoulder blades and tuck and roll the bridge up. Now from here, I'm just going to take a chest fly. So soft elbows, I'm going to open the arms and bring them up. So right away you're going to notice that you have to really anchor in to the right side of the body, if the weight's in the right, to stay stable. Might feel more work even in your right leg as that weight goes open and close. One more time here. And then up. Now you're going to take your right arm over your head, left arm down, and then switch. Staying lifted in the hips, stretch. Be careful with that top arm that it doesn't hit the ground. Elbows are soft. Heavier the weight, the harder the challenge here would be on the shoulders. One more time here. Meet the arms back in the middle. And then we're going to take a set of marches. Pick up the right leg, same side as the weight is. Lower down, pick up the left leg. And you might notice it's easier to pick one leg up than the other. But as you organize yourself, maybe it gets to be a little more even. up. One more. And hold, melt down. And change hands, whole series again. Reach the arms. Plant the feet and roll on up. Find that chest fly, soft elbows, long neck, open. Again, without hitting the ground. Inhale to open. Exhale to lift. Inhale to stretch. Exhale to rise. Give me 2 more. Open and lift. Open it up and lift. From here, left arm back, right arm down. And taking your time, pressing into all 4 corners of the feet. Keeping those hips lifted. Make sure the neck is long. Eyes gaze up toward the ceiling. One more time here. Bring the arms back to center. Anchor the shoulder blades. Pick up the left foot and set it down. And then the right. It's like the right just floats off. Think about the left. And lift the right. And bridge all the way down. From here, very good job. We are going to take a roll up again. So inhale, exhale, tuck, peel, curl to lift. And then we're going to flip over and come down onto the stomach. Now from here, bring the weight behind. Hold it in 2 hands, kind of just right over the glutes, right below. And you can just turn your head to one side. So focusing on opening up our chest and strengthening our upper back. We're going to roll the shoulders back or open, lift up the torso, and then reach and just hover the weight above the hips. Lower the weight, turn the head and rest down. Again, shoulders roll back. Lift to rise, reach the arms, and then put this all together as one movement. So everything stretches up and everything lowers. Inhale up and exhale down. Again, lift and lower. One more time, lift and hold. Activate the legs, flutter kick. So that narrowness of the weight really forces those shoulders to open up. Keep those legs working and active. Breathe for 8, 7, exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, rest. All right, bring that weight around. Come up to all fours. Give yourself a quick stretch in child's pose. Just reaching those arms out long. And then we're going to come into a plank. Place the weight directly underneath your chest, hands down, and options, as always, kneeling plank to start, or up on the toes. Move mine up a little bit so you can see it. So we are going to start by tapping the weight. So I'm just going to take one hand off, tap, set it down, and tap. You will shift slightly, but you want to try to avoid a full twisting of the hips. And if you're on the knees, get some weight on those arms. Tap, and down, and tap, and down. Just a couple more. And tap. Go ahead and rest back. So now what we're going to do is take the weight in the right hand, come up into a plank. So again, knees or toes. And we're going to take a row. So I'm going to switch hands here. You're going to row up so you can see, elbow in and down. Not a lot of shifting going on here. Lift and tap and lift and tap. We have 4, 3, 2 more. Last one, and down. Putting it all together. Great work. Other side. Step out with the feet. Set the shoulders and lift. And lift. Go 3 and 2 and 1. Set it down, knees down. Stretch back. And we're going to find our weight, come to a standing position, and just find center for a moment. We're going to tuck to roll down, so tuck the chin. And let that weight, even if it's like kind of pull you down, just let everything hang. And you just go however far you can. Soften the knees a lot. And then roll up, use your center, let the weight just be heavy as it comes up. And then stay strong in the core, bend the elbows as the weight comes up over your head. And then bring it through. And take this again, tuck to go down. And just let things hang out, bend your elbows. And then stretch yourself up. And just reach over the head. And one more time. In. And roll it down. Soften. And bring it all the way up. This time over your head. Take a little side bend, framing the head with the arms. And rise. Other way. And rise. Bring it on in. And that's it for today. Thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you next time.